competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Daniels, that one's true. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. A good look from Johnson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Let's go with a three. Daniels misses. Brooklyn with the ball. Thomas outside. Puts up a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. Thomas defends. Johnson a screen on Thomas. Daniels misses the three. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. To the inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. On target from range. Johnson's got 5 now.
A great jump shooter, really from any range. That's Cam Johnson.
The three from Russell. Here's Thomas. Oh, they get a hand on it. Fades and shoots. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Left side, Williams. Off target from 3-point range. Hawks trail by 3. On the push, here comes Atlanta. To the right side, pass to Rizachet. The 3-ball. Atlanta gets it back. Young from long range. Here's Rizachet. The kick out to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with a 3. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw this game. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Nets leading by 4. Outside Russell. Sinks the tray.
And D'Angelo needs just a little sliver of space to let that rip.
Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Niang comes in for Daniels. And it's Mann in for Trae Young. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good. It's tipped. Johnson for 3. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 9.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Hawks. Sharp with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. Brooklyn shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And that one misses. Reese, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Nets. Williams is checked in for Melton. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Johnson. The three. Good D by Niang. Hawks trail by 13. And now the Hawks on the break. Pass to Rizachet. Will it go? Now here's Man. Here's Niang. Pure from three-point range.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
The kick out to Johnson. Launches a three. And at the buzzer, counted.
Just textbook. Kept his...
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 13. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And so in the game for the Nets, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Williams. And it's Sharp in it to 5, down low. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Pass to Sharp. The kick out to Williams. Johnson on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Wilson. Here's the three. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three from Rizachet. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 14. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 5 rebounds in the game. Niang, the pass to Man. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Here's Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Wilson. They get it back. And he dunks it down.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Nance. Krejci comes in for Man. And it's Trae Young in for Bufkin. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Wilson. Here's Watford. Hits the three-pointer. Watford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
Here's LeVert. Niang outside. Pass to Young. Outside to LeVert. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. And now the Hawks on the break. He launches a three. Sinks it from distance.
On the fast break, LeVert's energy is everything. He sticks with the play the whole way and sinks it.
It's Johnson with a drive. Pass to Clowney. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Atlanta's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his teams always finish in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
So for the Hawks, Johnson, he's checked in for Niang. Risacher comes in for Krejci. And Daniels is subbed in for LeVert. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Watford. Okongwu against Claxton. Here's Daniels. He's got 5. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. We've got 1:28 left to play in the second quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. Thomas has got 6.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Daniels misses.
Atlanta foul.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Williams is checked in for Clowney. Pass to Claxton. Johnson on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 18.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Russell to pass to Thomas. 44 seconds left in the first half. Here's Russell. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Johnson's got 21 points in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And Johnson drops them both. And for the Hawks, they're shooting just 27% in the second quarter.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
The Nets have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Outside Russell. Pass to Thomas. The kick out to Williams.
A great job to establish position and square up.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Daniels misses. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They've done well. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson. He's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young, and it's Risacher in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Here's Williams, back to Russell. The kick out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Williams from long range. Drills it from deep. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Daniels. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Pass to Thomas. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Thomas is gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in. Daniels has got 15 points.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
From deep, Johnson, offensive board. Thomas against Johnson. Williams from long range gets the 3 to fall. He's got 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Okongwu with it. Russell covering. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Russell, the pass to Johnson. No good from outside. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
Really good passing wing. Ricochet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Brooklyn, no good that time either. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Young uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
A kick out to Johnson. From downtown. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
You could tell Johnson is enjoying himself playing without overthinking it.
Young way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets leading by 23. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
And you see how dangerous Ricochet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Russell to pass to Thomas. Johnson with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Williams. Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And Watford subbed in for Russell. Here's Watford. Nails it from 3. Watford's got 6. Stolen by Sharp. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Niang. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by LeVert.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Capella, screen on Sharp, and here's LeVert for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the power forward. Here's Krejci driving inside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Out to the right wing. Here's Clowney. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Clowney. Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Wilson. For three. They get the rebound. Johnson on the wing. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Krejci.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Watford. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's man. They need this. And he gets the jumper to drop.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
From deep, Johnson. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's LeVert. The putback. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Pass to Clowney, and there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Niang. Risache, he's checked in for Mann. And Daniels is subbed in for LeVert. Lewis is checked in for Brooklyn. Whitehead comes in for Watford.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Whitehead. Sharp passes to Johnson. Here's Whitehead, covered by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Whitehead. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J.
3 points.
Whitehead's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Daniels, that one's true.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Johnson passes to Whitehead. Puts up a deep three, and the Nets another three.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
The Hawks have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. It's Johnson with a drive from the arc. Whitehead can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Okongwu finds Young on the wing. Daniels. Here's Rizachet. Drains the triple.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Really left him alone that time.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out left to the wing. Here's Whitehead. He buries it from 3.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Johnson passes to Whitehead. Here's Lewis. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Daniels, that one's true.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
He got off to a slow start, but it appears he's found his touch from beyond the arc.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has...
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
So here's Miami's starting group. Adebayo is out there. Oh, the Raptors! He punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
Team first.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Hero. Here's Okongwu. Miami grabs the miss. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Here's Reza Shea. Misses the three. Now here's Burks. Not a lot of room. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Daniel uses both hands to slam it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And a wide open look for Hero. And the Heat, another three. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Three-pointer, Daniels drills the three-pointer. Daniels has got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
LeVert's checked in for Reza Shea. It's Young on the wing. It's stolen by Adebayo. Hero with it. He's picked up by LeVert. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Hero kicks to Ware. Burks in the corner. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Daniel. Mann subbed in for Young. Mitchell finds Robinson. Here's Larson. Stolen away. And here we go. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. The putback. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's LeVert. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by LeVert. And Love gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hawks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And then for Miami, Nikola Jovic is checked in for Love. Anderson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Mitchell.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Mann. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hero. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And he can't hit the second. Hero way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Reza Shea is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Niang in at the 4. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Anderson's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Miami foul.
Atlanta making a switch here. Lufkin's checked in. And Miami making a change here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And LeVert is playing with such passion on offense. He's just not afraid to play a big role on that end.
Miami no good on that time either. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Miami shooting their first foul shot of the game. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
The play will
And I
be
think
reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
It's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Miami shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
LeVert the pass to Niang. Screen by Niang. Here's LeVert. Second chance shot, and Okongwu has it in the corner. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pass.
And it's LeVert missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot by Burks. Nobody around. And again, Miami with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
The Hawks trail by 8. Driving in, and Ware pulls it down. The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Burks has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Robinson's checked in for Hero. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a streak named after him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's LeVert. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Hawks have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's the Miami Heat going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, guys, Caris LeVert getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. They've got Wiggins, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in its center, locking down the middle. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Caris LeVert's checked in for Atlanta.
Now to the lineup for your Hawks. Number 3, Caris LeVert.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Daniels kicks to Okongwu. And it falls over the rim and in. Okongwu's now got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Off target with his three. The Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Rizashea. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. Rizashea's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And great ball handling and control on the move. A couple things that elevate Adebayo as a big man.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Johnson. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
LeVert the pass to Daniels. Another three for Atlanta. Hero with it. 19 points in the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hero with it. Okongwu covering. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. Hero against Young. Takes it inside. A fadeaway. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. The three. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Hero.
The three.
Adebayo's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Heat. Young against Hero. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Young. Hawks passing it around. Rizachet wide open. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 15. Ware passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Robinson for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Rizachet, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Rizachet. Mann's checked in for Dyson Daniels, and it's LeVert in for Trae Young. 46 seconds left in the third. And that's an intentional foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Anderson's checked in. 40 seconds left in the third. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team's fourth.
That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Mitchell. Got a hand on it. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he makes the first.
2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to Larson. Robinson on the wing, defended by Mann.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. On the free throw, no good. Here's Krejci. No scoring in this one.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Hero. 21 points in the game. And an intentional foul right there. Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Miami holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammates. That is pretty.
Team's first.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. When they go to the intentional foul, see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Crafty move, and he sinks the layup. And that's now 25 points for Caris LeVert.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
And really, just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Second team foul.
Here is Daniels. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. LeVert finds man. Three-pointer, Daniels. That one misses. It's deflected. Here's Larson. He's covered by Daniels. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Robinson for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Up top, Niang. And it's good, 2 points. And here is Hero. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson's checked in for George Niang. Reza Shea is coming in for Man. And Trae Young subbed in for LeVert. Kevin Love's checked in for the Heat. Alec Burks comes in for Robinson.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Floats it up for Young, and the rejection by Love.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Reza Shea, the shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
A catch-and-shoot specialist, Reza Shea, thrives in that role.
Here's Burks. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Dyson.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Over to the wing. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Adebayo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Three-pointer, Daniels. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Hawks trail by 18. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Miami.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyler Hero.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Down low. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. And so they foul intentionally. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Mitchell. Jaquez outside. Pass to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Jovic gets it to go.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
First free throw is good. LeVert's checked in for Trae Young. No good on the second free throw.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Outside, Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
That free throw good from Daniels.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Daniels. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Shots good by Hero.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hero kicks to Ware. And here's Adebayo outside. Good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just...
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5, down low. Now here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. Thomas outside. Takes a 3. Miami grabs the miss.
Brooklyn foul. Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hero. To the wing on the left. Adebayo from long range. Knocks down the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Drops in the 3.
You got to get out on Johnson, especially when he's roaming around these corner spots.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Now here's Johnson. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 6. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
This one for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Here's Adebayo. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Wiggins outside. Back to Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound. And Russell's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. The offensive rebound. Outside, Williams. There's the screen by Johnson. Outside for Russell. Wiggins with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Hero for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Russell the pass to Thomas. For 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Now here's Williams. No made baskets yet. Russell to pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Adebayo against Johnson. Over Adebayo. The shot by Johnson, no good. Heat trail by 4. Fires for 3. Offensive board. Pass to Adebayo. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
The kick out to Johnson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ware. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
To the left wing. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Adebayo against Johnson. Now here's Adebayo. Not a lot of room. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Next ball. Substitutions on the court.
Got a piece of it. And so it's Cameron Johnson making things happen for the Nets. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Hero in at the point guard position. Johnson with a bucket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Johnson for 3. Pass to Wilson. The 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Three-pointer. Anderson can't get it to go.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside Sharp. Here's Wilson. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Pass to Williams. Williams on the wing. Here's Wilson. Back to Williams. Wilson passes to Williams. Launches it. Now here's Sharp. Shot clock at 5. Williams with it. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Williams on the wing. The 3. Again, the miss by Williams. Heat trail by 11. Pass to Anderson to win the run. Rebounded by Johnson.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Hero for 3. Buries it from 3. Hero's got 6. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
The 3 is up. Pass to Wilson. Second chance shot. Buries the jump shot. Give him 8 points now.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Larson. No points so far. Pass to Jovic. Outside, Anderson. The three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 10. Here's Clowney. No good with the triple. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Now Robinson. Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple. Anderson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. Here's Wilson. 59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Clowney. Anderson covers. Here's Wilson. On target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shot from the top of the key. That's good from Robinson. On the assist by Hero.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Williams from long range. Nets keep it alive. Outside Johnson. Robinson with a steal. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The three is up. And again, it's Miami from deep.
3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Johnson for three. The shot comes out. Hero for three. He can't get it to go. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the three. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Outside Johnson. The three from Russell. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hero outside. Now here's Adebayo. He's got 6. Hits the trifecta. Adebayo's got 9 points.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
To the paint. The kick out to Wiggins. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Nets with the lead. Johnson for 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 12.
This is how lethal a scorer Johnson can be. Keep feeding that beast.
Pass to Wiggins. Hero on the wing. Guarded by Russell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets leading by 5. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Thomas with the ball. He's guarded by Hero. Left side, Russell. That three's off the mark. Heat trail by 5. And they're on the run.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Outside Russell, left side Johnson. Outside Williams. Outside for Russell. Stolen by Hero. Fast break, here come the Heat. Here's Wiggins. Up again, controls the rebound and the putback. Ware's gotten 4 this quarter.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Adebayo from long range. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've led by as many as 11 at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Graham.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Pass to Ware. And here's Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock.
after the quarter.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Nets leading by 4. Johnson on the wing. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Hero, the pass to Wiggins. And again, Miami with a triple.
3.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And the three-pointer goes.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Thomas outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
He's got room. Off target with the open look.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Burks with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. A clear look for Hero. Hits the target from 18 feet. Give him 8 points now.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williams passes to Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark.
Blocking foul. Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions on the court.
11 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Larson. And a miss there on the triple. Right side Johnson. There's the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out this.
All right, fans.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 7-point differential on the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. We've got Kevin Love. Duncan Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. Watford the pass to Johnson. Three-pointer, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Clowney. He shoots. And it's Miami with a rebound. Right side, Robinson. Here's Larson. Beyond the arc. And again, Miami with a triple.
3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Clowney. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back to Sharp. They swipe it. Pass to Robinson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now Hero. Shoots over Johnson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Clowney from behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. Heat trail by 4. Outside Robinson. Hero outside. Out to the wing. Hero, screen on Johnson. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. Larson. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 4. Right side Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Fires from deep. Love grabs the miss.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Larson. Outside Love. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Love's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
For Miami, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Larson, covered by Johnson. Kicks it to Hero. Now here's Robinson to take the lead. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Watford, here we go. Here's Clowney, fires the 3, knocks it down from distance. Clowney's got 6 here in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Highsmith passes to Love. Hero outside. Pass to Robinson. From outside the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Clowney. And the Nets, another 3.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
Here's Highsmith. Back to Robinson. 1:02 left in the game. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
And that one's good. Wilson.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Pass to Love. Here's Larson from downtown. Clowney pulls it in. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over. And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's Highsmith, covered by Johnson. Lets the 3 fly, and he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Watford inside. He's guarded by Hero. Here's Clowney. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy.
This game, that matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Riziche and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. And now here comes Daniels leading the break. They get it back. The kick out to Young. Over Williams. Pulled the shot a little in, but the bounce goes his way.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And Young kicks to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Riziche. Goes back up on the wing, Daniels. Over Thomas. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Williams.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Daniels from outside. A rebound by the Nets. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And taken away by Johnson.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniff that one out, knew exactly when to make the move. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Daniels with it. Claxton covering. They get it again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Claxton. Okongwu's shot is good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And here is Thomas following the three from Onyeka Okongwu. And the Nets miss again.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Johnson kicks to Daniels. Okongwu with a screen on Thomas. Pulls up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Johnson's got his second basket. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. LeVert's checked in for Riziche. Young, good.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting.
From deep, Johnson sinks the triple. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 7.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Nets trail by 6. Johnson, that's for 2. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Okongwu, the pass to Young. It's LeVert on the wing. Daniels from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Johnson right side. And again, it's the Nets missing. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
We've got Johnson. He's out there with the Anthony Melton. Sharp out there with Williams. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has left them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Wilson's checked in. The Hawks leading by 9. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Johnson. Pass to Clowney. A three-pointer is right on target. Clowney's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LeVert kicks to Capella. Man with it. Reza Shea wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Wilson. And the Nets, another 3.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
LeVert against Johnson. Capella with a screen on Johnson. On the wing, man. Here's Reza Shea. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Reza Shea is a playmaker, taking it upon himself to answer from deep.
Here's Clowney. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Puts up a 3. Johnson can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 9. LeVert kicks to Capella. Man passes to LeVert. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
LeVert's got himself on the board with 3 there. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Back to Man. Pass to Niang. Now, Man. Screened by Niang. To the left wing. LeVert in the corner. Oh, good on the triple. Nets trail by 15. Sharp on the wing. Here's Clowney. Outside Wilson. Here's Sharp. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Atlanta.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Niang. It's LeVert on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Niang. And it's LeVert missing. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Johnson dishes to Williams. Out to the wing. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. His 4th shot. His 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. It's LeVert on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Here's Mann. Atlanta again missing. Nets trail by 13. Outside Wilson. Here's Clowney. That 3 off the mark. Here's the Hawks with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitutions on the court.
The Nets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Johnson left side. Rizichet with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Daniels with it. Thomas is on him. Back to Daniels. Johnson surveying the floor. On its way from Young for 2. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And get ready for the fast half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rizichet with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Rizichet in at the 3 side. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Johnson.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Brooklyn's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. And not too long ago, Doris, there was such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Johnson finds Thomas. The kick out to Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 10. In the corner, Daniels. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
3.
Daniels has got 9.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Thomas, that's good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Daniels passes to Young. Good on the triple. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Daniels from outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Thomas with it. Okongwu covering. Thomas kicks to Johnson. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. George Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Karis LeVert comes in for Young. Pass to Rizachet. 3-pointer, LeVert. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Johnson inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tipped away. To the paint. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. It doesn't go for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Trendon Watford. Also Johnson out there. Wilson out there with Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And it's LeVert missing. Burnett shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's Watford, defended by Mann. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Jacks up a 3. And it's LeVert missing.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Watford. Here's the lob to the hoop. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Krejci buries it from three-point range. Krejci's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Inside.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Watford. Back to Johnson from downtown. Trains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
LeVert with a wide-open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Johnson, that's for 2. Again, the net's for 2. Atlanta leading by 16. Here's Mann. The Hawks again can't hit. Johnson inside. Defended by Mann.
2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Here's Clowney. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Sharp, the pass to Watford. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
For Atlanta, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. 1:27 left in the game. Here's Young. Williams with the block. Here's Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Daniels, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Russell against Young. There's Williams with the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Young fires away. Down it goes! Wow. Down it goes!
There is answer!
Oh.
Nice.
Russell passes to Claxton. Puts up a 3. That one, no good. Here's Atlanta now. They lead by 11. Here's Okongwu. Offline with his 3.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Johnson. Brooklyn with the rebound. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap.
we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Adebayo, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, Bam Adebayo is so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
There's Daniels. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Here's Hero. Wiggins on the attack. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Johnson on the wing. Let's go with a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Here's Daniels. That three's off the mark. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself. All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Wiggins. In transition. Adebayo from long range. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. It sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. LeVert's checked in for the Hawks.
Number 3.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And a deep three from Young. The rebound by Ware.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Burks finds Hero. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Wiggins. Adebayo from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Bam connecting from the outside. That makes him scary when he's knocking down Jays.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. 4-point game. LeVert outside. Outside Young from deep. Atlanta again missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Adebayo from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
So it's Miami now. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Reese Shea will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Adebayo, no good. Hawks trail by 4. Knocked away. Here's Niang. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Man, he's checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Anderson. That one is off. Good D by Niang. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He's off on the second.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Here's Anderson. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Bam Adebayo has been leading the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Risacher in at the 2. Now here's LeVert. Takes it inside. Outside man. Outside for LeVert. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
First team foul.
Atlanta on D. 3-point lead. They set the pick. Anderson passes to Highsmith. It's Anderson on the wing. Yet to see a basket. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Niang outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
He gets called for the over the back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
And Atlanta making a change here. Buffkin's checked in. For 3, Robinson. The rebound by Atlanta. Left side man. And a nice finish on the layup. Man's got his first 2 points. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Buffkin. Pass to Capella. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Robinson. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Atlanta's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. LeVert passes to Capella. Another shot. Soft touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Well, with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, B.A., since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. Of course, that was a little bit different offensive system, but he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Burks. Pass to Adebayo. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Burks against LeVert. Capella with it. And Capella slams it down.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Here's Ware. And he jams it home with authority.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
It's Adebayo with the drive.
So many things that Adebayo does as a big man, but it's that passing skill that really separates him.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Adebayo with a steal. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
A strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Risachet comes in for Mann. Daniels is checked in for LeVert. And it's Trae Young in for Bufkin. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch. Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Quick into the air. Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
The Hawks trailing. 20 seconds left in the 2nd period. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Robinson. Adebayo from long range. Fires in the triple. Adebayo's got 20 points.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second team.
That one misses.
At the line for the Hawks. In 2.
And he sinks the 2nd. Stolen by Young. With 1 on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Adebayo. 4-3. Launches a 3. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
The rebound by Ware. Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence. And no question, Trae Young is a very special passer and playmaker on the floor.
Over to the left wing. Adebayo from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Daniels. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Adebayo against Johnson. The 3. The rebound by the Hawks. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And Rizichet gets it to go.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizichet better than this.
Here's Adebayo going inside.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Adebayo. It's stolen by Johnson. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage slow.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And here comes the break. And finished off by Adebayo.
I like the intensity Hero brings defensively. He's aggressive in trying to capitalize on the offense, messing that play up.
It's tipped. Here's Adebayo. And he lays it up and in. Adebayo's got 40 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Who poked away? Johnson with it. Hero picks him up. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Deflected! Here's Adebayo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Adebayo's got 42 in the game.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. So for the Hawks, man, he's checked in for Johnson. And Krejci subbed in for Daniels. The shot by LeVert, no good. Miami leading by 13. Anderson inside. Niang's there. Adebayo, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Throws it up high. Robinson with a steal. And another fast break for Miami. The Heat running. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Adebayo's got 44.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And here's LeVert for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. George Niang out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Karis LeVert, then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Krejci in at the point guard position. And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
LeVert outside. And Nance with the slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And it's Highsmith missing.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Adebayo's checked in for Anderson.
Game, number 13, Bam Adebayo.
Niang, right side. The kick out to Nance. 4-3. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami leading by 13. Drives to the hoop. Got a hand on it.
Larry Nance Jr. getting up and getting it out.
Here's LeVert. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Adebayo. And that one's good. Adebayo's got 46.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Atlanta with a rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on George Niang.
Bam's size along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Hawks trail by 17. Right wing. The 3 from Rizachet. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Rizachet is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
Adebayo with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And it's Adebayo off the drive. Johnson with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Daniels.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Adebayo sets a screen to the left side wing. Tries again. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Pass to Rizachet. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
It's always good to see Rizachet mixing it up down low.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Miami leading by 9. Adebayo from long range. Sends it home from 3-point land. Adebayo's got 51. Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Adebayo against Johnson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Wiggins.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Heat.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
And so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Johnson with it. Now Burks defending. There's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Three-pointer.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Adebayo from long range. Good. He hits again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Johnson. There's the triple. Another three for Atlanta.
3.
19 seconds left in the fourth. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Adebayo, the open look. Again, the Heat score.
From Tyler Hero.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. It's Thomas outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Adebayo. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. And a wide open look for Claxton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems. Turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long. But look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Now, here's Adebayo. Again, Adebayo missing. Johnson outside. From past the arc. Rebound by the Heat. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And the 3 ball is good.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Russell passes to Johnson for the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Russell passes to Claxton. From deep. And the Nets, another 3.
3-pointer.
Miami's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now, here's Burks. To the wing on the left. Pass to Adebayo. From the arc. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Adebayo's got 5 now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Drills it from outside.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Now, here's Adebayo. He has 5. Again, Adebayo missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. The Nets making a switch here.
On the court.
Here's Melton. To the right side. Wilson kicks to Melton. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Sharp the pass to Wilson. The 3 ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now, here's Adebayo. 8 points for him.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Johnson for 3. Rebound Love.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Sharp. That's good. And it's the Heat with the ball. Trailing here by 8. So both teams making some changes here.
Day'Ron Sharp. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Hero kicks to Robinson. Pass to Larson. Here's Jovic. Defended by Sharp. Anderson the screen. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Williams, also Johnson out there. Sharp out there with Wilson. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 8. The recent history of the Nets. Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Hero passes to Anderson. Here's Highsmith. Latrey. And again, Miami with the triple.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Johnson for 3. It's good from long range. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A 3 from Anderson. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Miami trailing. Anderson wide open, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Clowney, good.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
A 3 from Anderson. Traps in the tray. Anderson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Stolen by Hero. Anderson outside. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
The 3. Highsmith grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 5. Anderson outside. Hero on the wing. The kick out to Anderson. From deep. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Williams with a clean look sinks the 3-pointer. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's Clowney. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Clowney's got 6.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And here's Anderson for 3. The rebound by Sharp. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And here's Anderson for three. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Johnson against Hero. Pass to Clowney. From outside the arc. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Anderson with the ball. Williams picks him up. Anderson can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Clowney. Launches a three. Larson with the rebound. Heat have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. Heat shooting around 41% on the night. And here's Anderson for three. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Johnson outside. There's the three. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Johnson. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets leading by 5. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Anderson.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We've got Tyler Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Now, here's Thomas. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. On deep, Adebayo. Brooklyn with the rebound. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Now Thomas following the three-point attempt by Bam Adebayo. Williams kicks to Thomas. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 6.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Pass to Burks. Adebayo against Williams. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Russell passes to Johnson. Wiggins with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
On deep, Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Claxton with the steal. Fades away. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got that bucket in no time at all. Adebayo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
The Heat trail by 4.
And
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's the triple. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Good on the three-point shot. Adebayo's got 9 points here in the second half. Johnson with a screen on Burks. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, D.A. is a two-way threat. It's Thomas on the wing. Fires from deep. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Down low.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. From deep, Thomas. Thomas with another miss. And here's Adebayo. Connects from three-point range.
You gotta be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from three-point range.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82%.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Martin. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the 4.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Out in his own on the break. Jovic, no good. Watford finds Martin. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. From past the arc. No good that time. The Heat trail by 7. And here's the fast break. Here's Clowney. Sharp, the pass to Martin. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Jaquez sets a screen for Robinson. For the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jaquez outside. Pass to Hero. Watford with it. Picked up by Hero. Martin for 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Martin against Robinson. And it's Martin missing. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Larson. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
Here's Sharp. In the corner, it's Watford. Pass to Clowney. Outside, Martin. Now, here's Johnson. Off target from 3-point range. From deep. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Outside, Hero. And stolen by Sharp. Martin from outside, and he's good on the 3 ball. Martin's got 8 here in the quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Latrey. The rebound by Watford.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound, Nets. Johnson finds Sharp. Shoots over Hawkins. And it's Sharp missing. Martin against Robinson. Hawkins outside. Back to Robinson. Hawkins right side. It's stolen by Johnson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Outside, Martin. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Stolen. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.